Hi everybody, my name is Miss Birb and I am here with my friend PB. Say hi.
Hi.
And also Mr. Bird, if he might speak a little bit. But he's here with me right now. So Troublemaker came out this past Saturday. What was your general thoughts about it?
I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it too. I think I was talking before on my Discord server, and I had the impression that maybe some people don't actually like this episode.
Yeah, I saw some posts on Tumblr and people were saying that they were a little kind of disappointed with it.
Really?
But
Okay.
but I liked it. I mean,
I
I don't
generally
know.
liked it. I think it was an okay episode. The fact that we were also like I was spoiled for like half the episode. Did you
Oh
end up
no.
watching the Comic-Con read?
Oh yes.
You did watch it? Okay, that's it. So, maybe the fact that it was spoiled cuz if not, I think it was still pretty interesting. I don't know.
But even with that, it didn't spoil really anything because she like you didn't even get to the Akuma part, so
Yeah, so
it
you
was
didn't get
really just a
we
story.
we just saw like around what happened, you know. We didn't even see like what Adrian's final reaction was and everything. Okay, honestly, for me, the interaction at the end is golden, and I like love
Yes,
them so much for it.
loved
Um,
it.
all right, so let's just go through what we normally do. So first of all, so that's it.
B
So
story.
B story, what happened around it. So Jagged Stone was like, okay, I don't know, somebody was trying to convince him to go on a reality TV show, which I think it must be a thing that pop stars usually have to do. They have to gain like exposure and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so then he becomes baker for a day, and okay, I want to point out Marinette. She's like, oh, you know, we have okay, so they're supposed to be the best bakery in all of Paris, right?
Yeah.
So they should be like famous, right? And then
Mhm.
Marinette's like, yeah, but we had to do this film shoot. It'll give so much marketing and promotion to the bakery. I thought you guys were already the best bakery in town. So, like,
Well, being the best doesn't necessarily mean the most famous.
okay, true. It's just,
Like,
yeah, okay, I can get
like
that, yeah.
maybe a critic went around and he was like, "Oh, you guys are the best," but most people don't know about it.
Alright, okay, so then, like, some people know it. The elite few know about it. Like
I
us,
don't
but.
know. Maybe, could be.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, okay, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. So, like, did you enjoy that first scene with like the whole bakery Jagged
I,
Stone doing his
I,
thing?
I thought it was a little random, like, because
Yeah.
Jagged hasn't been there the entire season, and like the entire
Was he
idea was just
is
kind of
yeah.
unrealistic. But like it works in the miraculous world, so like at the same time I
Okay.
thought it was fun and I liked it.
Is this the first time he's appeared in season 2? Like
I
as a character?
think so.
All right.
I mean,
I
I
don't
know he was mentioned when there with the guitar pick, but he didn't really appear.
Oh yeah, he was on the guitar pick that Luca. We don't talk
Yeah.
about who we do him who must not be mentioned on his guitar pick. Okay, true. But okay, honestly, I have to say about Jagged Stone, I love his French voice, okay? I don't
Mhm.
think it comes out as much in the English, but in the French, he has this distinctive English accent that I think is like really cool. And I think his voice is awesome. Like when they did the comic read, Keith Silverstein did his voice, and I was like, okay, wait, is Keith Silverstein like the voice of Jagged Stone? I had to check because I thought he did such a good impression of him. But I
Yeah.
really like his voice in French. You know what I'm talking about, or?
I don't think I've heard Jagged Stone in French, so no, I don't
Oh,
know.
okay. Well, let's say he basically like he speaks French, but with like this English accent, like this really obvious like English British accent.
Oh,
And
I'm gonna.
I think it's really cool and it's cute. And he has like basically the same voice in English, but it doesn't come through that he has the accent because
Oh, you
English.
can hear though that he's British.
Yes, I think you can hear that he's British, but like I don't know, I find it funnier in
It's not the
French.
same. I'm gonna have
um,
to give it a try then.
yeah, that's it. I'll have to show you a clip at some point. Um, so okay, so then he has his agent Penny, And then she's running around doing all this stuff that people like. They're angry and not they're angry that like they're all demanding different kind of things. Jagged wants his breakfast on a polar bear. Where do you get one in Paris? I don't know.
No clue.
And then the guy's like, "Oh, can we give you a pony instead?" How is that any better? You want to let a pony? I mean, they did leave a crocodile like roam the hotel, so I guess a pony isn't out of the question.
True. It's safer.
Yeah, okay, so then Penny's just running around, and then I don't know, I think there's not that much to say else about the B story. I mean, then Marinette, she starts screaming at them for like going inside her room. Yeah. And then Jagged, he's like starts to mess around. Very Jagged style, I would say.
Yes.
And let's talk about Adrian and the pictures, like, because that is part of the beginning, but
yes. Oh my god.
Adrian
I don't even know what to say.
Is the kindest boy ever. He must be protected at all costs. Oh
yes.
Man. Like,
he's so sweet. Bless his soul.
Like Marinette's answer at the end about how, I'm into fashion. It kind of holds up, but it kind of doesn't at the same time. But she was bluffing. And then Adrian, like, believes her, and he's like, "Oh, I'm happy to have you as one of my fans." I was like, oh,
well,
man.
I've seen many posts that are like, did he actually believe her or not? Like, was he just trying to be kind and pretending that she wasn't lying?
Maybe it's that kind of thing where he knows it deep down, but he doesn't say anything. Because he has a crush on Ladybug, right? The same way that Marinette, who was it? It might have been on Discord server too, man. I see some like the fan from the interactions I have with the guys. I might be mixing my stuff up, but okay. Now what was I talking about? No, I lost my train of thought.
You said that Adrian was in love with Ladybug.
Yes. Okay. So, Marinette refuses to be in love with Cat Noir because Adrian is there, right? If Adrian wasn't there, then she would have considered Cat Noir.
Yes.
So maybe in the same way that Adrian would have considered Marinette if Ladybug wasn't in his life.
Oh God.
So
such a love square.
Basically, they love each other, but they don't. It's that thing again.
Yes.
It's such
frustrating.
It's such a frustrating but cute trope. Like,
I know.
Please keep messing with our hearts. But yeah, so in your opinion, does he know or does he not know? In your opinion,
about the crush?
Yeah, about the crush. I
think he does. I mean, I don't know. It's just the way he was talking to her, and are you lying? It seems.
Oh yeah, when he said, "Are you lying?" I'm like, okay. The entire ending scene. Oh please, I need to rewatch that.
Especially because he was in the room. He saw the amount of pictures that she had, right? So I feel like he must know. And if he doesn't, then he's just really oblivious.
Because the other thing is that even if, like, when I say that she uses the bluff about, it's a fashion thing, he might not necessarily have been wearing anything fashionable in there. Like, he might have just been pictures of, like, his face, so then, like, so then it doesn't really hold up.
He wears, like, the same clothes in most of the pictures.
He wears the same clothes all day, you know. This fashion icon wears the exact same thing for, like, months now.
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to bring up the whole continuity thing. I mentioned to you the other day, right? So Thomas Haswick on Twitter, he actually said that the episodes are not supposed to have continuity between them. In my other reviews, you might have heard me a lot. I often complain about how there's no continuity, how nothing seems to follow each other. And to me, that bugged me. But Thomas Haswick said on Twitter that's not how the show is supposed to work. The show is supposed to give us bits and pieces, and then in the end, everything comes together, which I think is actually... Considering the other things that we've already said before about, we've already talked about this, how each episode is supposed to be self-contained. This allows the show to have an overarching narrative while still being self-contained. So I think that is a pretty good idea. Especially since, like, little kids are not going to quite pick up on that kind of stuff, maybe. Like, they'll just see random episodes, and they're not going to see, like, everything in order.
So it's kind of like a puzzle. You get some pieces here and there.
Yeah, so you get pieces, and then in the end, you're like, okay, that's why that worked, basically.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring that up. I wanted to tell people, so now I'm like, okay, now I understand. I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop complaining about that, and I'll let the show be itself. I actually saw a kid when I was so at work I work at a restaurant, for those of you who don't know, and I saw a kid who was watching Miraculous Ladybug at his table, and I was like, oh, I want to go up to you and like give you a hug, but no, I stopped myself. He was watching Dark Cupid and Horrificator.
Oh my god, yes.
Yes, that's it. And they had the phone on the table, so I could just see it when I would pass by.
Cute.
Oh man. Anyway, okay, so I oh sorry, go ahead.
No, never mind.
Yeah. Okay, I wanted to let people know in the episode review and get that out of the way. So, all right. So yeah, so Adrian, he saw that. Okay, so then Penny, she transforms into the Troublemaker. And what do you think of her design and powers?
I liked it, actually. I really liked it all.
I think the design is a nice one. And I was talking before on Discord about how the punk style, it kind of brings it to mind. Because she's supposed to cause trouble, right? And punk, there's a stereotype of, like, how, like, punk rock, and then that means rebellious teenager, which also means, like, you know, trouble, right? Yeah. So I think maybe that's what they were going for.
Oh, maybe. Maybe it's also related to Jagged, like, directly to him. Because he's part of her frustration because he demands a lot of her, but she also seems to kind of have a crush on him.
Yeah, they seem to have a thing for each other. I like that. I was like, oh shoot, they're so cute.
Yes, I liked it a lot. Please make it happen.
I hope they get together. But yeah, I thought that was really cute. And I think as like also her abilities, I'm talking, okay, I don't know, like for me, I look at him like, man, it looks like Vanisher. Like Sabrina is a Kumatai's form.
Oh, okay.
You remember Sabrina?
But I mean, but she was just invisible. She couldn't go through stuff.
Yeah, that's it. Vanisher, she can turn invisible though. And so that's it. I'm like, so basically Vanisher is like an upgraded not Vanisher. Troublemaker is an upgraded Vanisher because like Vanisher could only stay invisible. She couldn't do anything else, basically. And then Troublemaker, she can, like, go between both of them. But I was thinking, like, okay, but the only disadvantage there would be the weakness. Because Troublemaker, she had to hang on to her pen all the time. So basically she had one hand that was permanently... she couldn't do anything with it, right? On the other hand, Vanisher had hers hidden very well. And it would be pretty hard under normal circumstances to like get her to reveal her Akuma. The only thing would be like the glitter powder or whatever that they used. So I think they both have their own different weaknesses, which helps set them apart.
Yes.
At least.
I don't know. I don't see them that similar. Like.
Okay. Well, like I was surprised because in the trailer it didn't show her going invisible. It just showed her like going intangible.
But does she go invisible?
She does go invisible. I think it's to the viewer. She'll go she'll just appear intangible, and then like she goes like her opacity is down basically.
Oh, okay.
And then, but I think to like Marinette and everybody else in the actual show in their universe, she's invisible. It's just for the sake of the viewer, we can see her.
Oh, okay.
I think that's how it works.
I get it.
So. In the trailer they didn't actually show that very well, so that's why we didn't know. We could only see her going intangible and stuff, and like just phasing through stuff.
Well, I liked her power anyway.
I thought it was cool, you know. And I think her pen is like a good indicator maybe of like her stress. Like she has to keep writing stuff down.
I think it was also kind of reminiscent of how she was feeling because, you know, she has to be doing all of these things and they expect her to, like, go everywhere and do everything. And sometimes they kind of see through her and they kind of just forget that she's, like, a human being with feelings and emotions.
Yeah.
And so the fact that she could, like, disappear and people wouldn't be able to see her was kind of, like, Huh, I thought that was
Uh,
a nice connection.
I like the way that you said that they could see through, like they just see through her, so like they don't really pay attention that she's there. They don't think of her as her.
Mm-hmm.
They just think of her as you're the manager, do stuff,
Yeah.
You're here to do a job, just do the job.
So I think that was nicely thought out.
Oh, that's I think she's a cool villain. I think she's a cool villain.
Yeah. She's also very powerful. I mean, she managed to get the earring off.
All right, so she's like the only villain in the entire show to go. She's not messing around. She came in, she like did her trouble, she made her presence known, and then once Ladybug and Cat Noir showed up, she's like, okay, give me your stuff now. Let's go.
Yes. Oh wow. She was so intense.
Okay, like that's it. She succeeded in taking like one. Okay, why did she only take off one earring? Why did she just take both off? But
I don't know. Because she was holding the pen, maybe?
The pen. That's it. Her weakness, the pen. She can only use one hand.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, yeah, good point. So, and that's it. So Marinette starts transforming back, and that's it in my trailer reaction. I did a trailer reaction video. I don't know if I told you about it.
Okay.
But I was like, okay, I think they're gonna it's gonna be a fake out, because they're not gonna like. Because we didn't see any of the thing of her mask coming off or anything. So I'm like, no, it must be fake. But no, I was proven wrong. It was real. And that was cool. And, oh man, there's this one action shot. Honestly, I would like it if there was more martial arts action in the show.
Okay.
It might be hard for them to do, but I like it when it does happen. So, for example, there's at one point Vanisher, Troublemaker. She appears behind Ladybug and tries to grab the earrings, and then Cat Noir, he swipes her leg so that she falls down, and then he just smacks Troublemaker right in the face. I don't know if you remember that. To me, yeah. I was so impressed by that. I'm like, oh shoot, this is cool.
Okay, yeah.
I really, because I don't know, they don't often punch each other. They just kind of jump around with their magical powers, I feel.
Okay, yeah. So maybe you would like more like physical action.
Yeah, I guess in a weird way. I mean, but
I get what you're saying. I think it's cool.
Yes, I think actually there's more than I'm actually giving credit for right now, but like that moment particularly when that happened, I'm like, that's really cool. Like, yeah, I really, really appreciated that.
Yeah. Okay, I hadn't thought about that, but yeah, I agree. I would like to see more of that.
Well, like I really enjoyed. Okay, actually, I was gonna go on a tangent on another movie, but you probably haven't watched it. You haven't watched the Ninjago movie, have you?
Ninjago, like Lego Ninjago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it.
Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah, do you know the TV show?
I haven't seen it, but I know of it.
Oh, okay. Cause like I would have liked. I'm a hardcore fan. I've probably told you about this, but I'm a hardcore fan.
Me, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm a hardcore fan. But in the movie, they could have done so much. They could have done so much like ninja action, martial arts action, and there wasn't that much of it. There's only like, I remember like 2 scenes basically, and one of them was like very small. It wasn't even that impressive. Anyway, sorry. Ninjago movie is just another topic for another day.
Yes, that's something else.
Yeah, something else entirely different. But okay, so back to Miraculous Ladybug. That's it. I think I don't know. The fight with her was enjoyable because she kept trying to get their miraculous, and she could do it effectively, and that was cool.
Okay, so when she takes off the earring, you can her costume starts vanishing, right?
Yes.
But the thing is, this cat see her? Does cat see any of that?
Well,
and if so,
he was there.
Is he able to recognize her? Because half of the mask was off, right? And he was right there.
He was right there. He even took out his cataclysm to honestly, imagine this alternate reality scenario, okay? Mm-hmm. Troublemaker gets Marinette's earrings, okay? She falls on the floor and she can't do anything about it. And then Cat Noir is so determined to do it. He pulls out his cataclysm and then destroys her. Oh I'm just what if? Because when he did that, I'm that's it. This episode, I felt it felt
That's dangerous.
intense. It
Yes,
actually
it
felt
was.
intense. Smacking her in the face, pulling out his cataclysm like on instinct just because he saw that his partner was in danger.
Yeah.
That was anyway,
It felt like there was something.
going
There were
on.
like high risk, something at stake.
Yes, that's it. A lot of times there's like no stakes because I don't know. Well,
Mhm.
there is, but So I thought that was. Who's
But
saying that this episode isn't good? Okay, show yourself.
But yeah, I've seen a lot of people saying that they think Kat was able to see Ladybug with like half the mask off and was able to recognize her as Marinette.
And then he's just not, because that's it. Then he kept teasing about how he knows her identity now.
Yeah, and then like especially because of the Adrianette interaction at the end, people were like he was acting differently. He was acting more like his Cat Noir self. So some people were speculating that I don't know he'd recognized her.
But he's always friendly with her.
Like, yeah, but I mean now he was actively teasing her. Like, are you lying? It just I don't know. I personally don't think that they're gonna go that way. Because as you said, there's not really like continuity
But it would hint at that maybe. Like imagine this, like let's say season 2 finale comes and then like he has a suspicion. He just has like a general suspicion that it's her. I'd have to rewatch. Honestly, I want to, once I come back from my trip, I want to like I want to rewatch like all the episodes and then like just take notes. I'm not sure exactly how I'm gonna do. I want to take notes. I might actually invite you over and then we'll just that would be like a live stream kind of thing where we just like rewatch everything and just take notes and everything and stuff.
That would be cool and go like frame by frame inspecting everything.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know how we could live stream that though, because then I'd probably get a copyright strike for like streaming episodes though. That's the thing. Yeah. I don't want to, unless we do a watch along. If I don't know how exactly that would work, but anyway, we'll have to.
Unless we watch it all and then we go episode by episode saying like the new stuff we noticed.
Yeah, like we don't live stream it. We just put it as a video and then just put it separate. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, that's. I think I want if you don't come at least I want to do it. But if you are there, then that would be cool too. Then we can like.
I'm down. Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah. Okay, future. But yeah, about Adrian, I think I would be okay with that if Adrian did figure it out, or at least partially figure out. I think. When Marinette was detransforming, like her legs started to there was like pink underneath her legs because of her pants and everything, and she always wears the exact same thing. Well, that's the one thing I noticed because like obviously like she's not like naked underneath. She has like clothes, but I like this episode. I just liked it. Okay.
Same.
I liked it. How did they defeat Troublemaker again? What was it?
Because when she needs to get the Miraculous, she needs to turn like non-tangible, and so she glued her earrings.
She glued her Flippin Earrings to her ears.
How is she gonna get them off?
How do you get those things off? I mean, I guess she never takes them off, but like, what? There's the entire show for some reason just taking off your earrings just takes like one hand or something. Like they can just rip it off her ears for some reason. I hope they're like magnets or something. If they're magnets, then that would make like more sense. But
yes, otherwise that would hurt. Them just like, ripping it out of your ear every time.
You glued your earrings. That's weird. It's like cool and weird and a good idea, but not a good idea at the same time.
And I watched it and I was like, oh, that hurts me. Even though like I've never done it, but just thinking about gluing one of my earrings to my ear, I'm like, no, never doing it.
Like when they did that, I was like in disbelief. Oh boy. All right, congratulations, that worked.
At least it worked.
And like, if I was Yakumani's villain, I would have just ripped her ear off at that point. I mean, I don't care about He would just pull harder, wouldn't you? And then Ladybug would start getting hurt, and it's just a bad idea all around.
Yeah. Wow.
And it gives
But
her a
it worked,
plate.
So
It gives her a plate
in the
so
end.
that. Oh, sorry. You're saying?
I don't even know what I said. Keep going.
Okay, so her lucky charm gives her a plate so that she can find the super glue, so that she can glue the earrings to her ears. But she didn't need the plate. She just needed the glue. So why didn't it just give her glue?
Didn't she use the plate as like protection, kind of? As sort of
Yeah,
shield?
she was like, Kanar goes away and she's like armed with a plate. And that was. And. Okay, maybe it was like a distraction. Okay, yeah, okay. I can see it on that point that maybe it was a distraction. But if not, like, yeah, it's like, why don't you just. It could have just given her glue and then she throws, like, her stuffed animal across the room. No?
Yeah.
I
Could be.
know. I don't know. It was a weird conclusion.
I try not to think too much about the lucky charm.
I try not to think too much about trying to make sense out of magic. Anyway, so then Kanora, he keeps teasing about how he... Oh, are you gay? Are you there?
Yeah.
I don't know, my screen kind of did something weird. Kanora keeps teasing about how he knows her identity. So, yeah, maybe he does know.
Maybe partially. Maybe part of him is like, yeah, and the other part's like, no, that can't be right.
Yeah, maybe they'll come up, like, again in the season finale or something. Or maybe, like, when they do find out, if they ever do, he'll be like, oh, I kind of thought that time, but I didn't.
Because one of the posts that I saw was saying that he already saw Marinette in the full Ladybug costume in Frightening Gale.
Yeah.
So they were saying if he sees, like, half of Marinette's face without the mask on, well, like Ladybug, he probably would be able to recognize her a lot easier, right?
Oh, okay, due to having, like, a setup. But we just... Okay, yeah, I can... Yeah.
But since there's no continuity, there's not really a way of knowing. Like,
there's no continuity, and...
So who knows?
What if... Okay, because what happened in Frightening Gale? They just talked about the superhero costumes during, like, the entire time. So, the idea that episode was just to set up the fact... It was to give us information on how the costumes work. And it could also have been just so that Adrian could see her in a costume. In a Ladybug costume. Like, the entire episode was just an excuse to do that, you know? Like, for example, the Captain Hard Rock episode might have just been an excuse to introduce Luca, you know? That kind of thing. We don't talk about Luca. We don't talk about him. No. Luca has a cool design. Don't hate me, okay? He's whatever. But yeah, we already kind of talked about the end, and the end was really cute. Okay, my heart was...
The most adorable.
I'm not one for love, guys, and I could get behind this. Okay, so.
And he invited her to one of the photo shoots, and
he's a nice boy. All right, he's a kind, nice boy, and who will do anything for his friends.
And when he said photo shoots are usually boring, but it won't be if you're there or something, and it just warmed my heart.
Now we just sound like fangirls.
And there's wait, I remembered something else. Okay.
Yeah, go.
So another thing that people were pointing out is that in this episode, Adrian doesn't call Marinette a friend. Right? So, like, in the Comic-Con live stream, or I don't know if it was a live stream, but anyway, they said, like, one of his lines was, oh, Marinette's just a friend, but they cut it at the end. So, and also, like, at the very end of the episode, he said, I'm glad to have you as one of my fans. So people are like, why is he so intent on, like, not saying friend? Did he, like, recognize?
I'm so happy to have you as my crush. Okay, I did not. Oh. Oh.
And
Okay,
so
honestly, you're like my gateway to like what the rest of the online communities, because I'm not on Tumblr, so you're like my gateway to see what's going on there.
happy to be.
We should. Okay, so your official title now is like what? Ambassador from the internet.
Tumblr.
Okay, the Tumblr ambassador. Let's go.
Yes.
But okay, that is, good thing to point out. I hope like in the end we're just gonna be sitting here like, man, this show was like so, like the show's gonna have like so many puzzle pieces, and we're just gonna be like, oh man, we were so stupid back then. We're so young. I don't know.
Probably
right.
we're gonna look back at these videos and be like, we were speculating all of the wrong things or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we missed this one detail, or I thought about it but I didn't say anything. Often it's like sometimes I think of something and I find it weird, but then I like forget about it, and then later on somebody does it and I'm like, yeah, I saw that, I just didn't think about it. I noticed that.
I get it.
Okay, so do you have anything else to say? I think I'm all out.
Let me check. No, but I think that's pretty much it.
Okay, so now I really want to establish like a rating system, because we're not good at that, and we need to actually have like consistency. I might actually, honestly, if we do the rewatch everything, maybe we could also try to give ratings and give new ratings to like the other episodes that we did, because I think we actually need like a chart of some kind.
And like try to. You go.
Well, okay, so basically you have, like, you imagine a scale, and the scale is split into two halves. One is bad to average, and the other one is average to perfect. So, like, an average episode would just be like, it happens, nothing really impressed us, kind of thing, you know? And so basically, if it was above average, that means something interested us, it was good, and under average would be like Captain Hard Rock. Would be like something really disappointed us, I suppose.
Give me a second.
You need to go?
Sorry, it's just my brother. Sorry, my brother just barged into my room.
You just kick him out.
Yep.
So
I would say it's above average.
Yeah, I would say this is above average. Somewhere. Yeah.
It was a cool villain. There was like the almost reveal kind of thing happening. Cute Adrianette interaction. So maybe like a 7.
I was thinking 8. So you want to go 7?
Yeah.
All right. So
I don't know. I never know if I want to go higher.
Well,
I'm always like, but if I go too high, then what's the standard, right?
The standard. We'll have to make some kind of standard. I don't know. Maybe if we do go through every single episode, we'll be able to like create a standard, and then we'll be able to like better judge it. But I'd go for like an 8. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like Frightening Gale.
We gave that like a 7, right?
I don't remember how much I gave Frightening Gale, but I enjoyed both Troublemaker and Frightening Gale, but for like different reasons. I guess. Yeah.
That was more fluffy. This was intense.
Yeah, that one was more fluffy, but like, oh shoot. Oh no, I can't hear you. Alright.
I'm not talking, but...
No, so I pulled out my headphones so I couldn't...
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't have been able to hear anything. But, like, Frightening Gale... Like, I guess it was fun to watch, and this one, it was just, like, stuff happens that was kind of relevant to the show, and that was... I don't know.
I guess 8 sounds quite fair.
But, I mean, like, if you want to go for a 7 for you, that's perfectly fine. We can have different scores. It's just... I'd go for an 8. So, what is your final score?
I don't know. The Adrianette was just so good.
You could do a 7.5.
Yeah, I think
if you
I think
wish.
7.5.
7.5.
Yeah,
Okay,
because I don't want to go too high and then have like an amazing episode and be like, oh, but
But then that'd be like a 10, I guess. I don't know.
true. I don't know. I hate rating stuff.
All right, then. So, do you have any closing comments to give our viewers?
Oh, there was just a little shout out to Marinette sneaking around,
Yes,
walking like a
her
crab.
pro sneaking around skills were on point, man.
Loved it.
I have to sneak around like that. in the
Also, where
future.
did Adrian come out? Where was he in the locker?
I was like, he's gonna be behind the locker door, right? How did he get there? Oh,
Such a good question.
he has pro sneaking around
power.
skills. He's a cat, right? So he can. He should
Maybe
be
he
able
was
to
just hiding in the locker next to her.
and then he steps out, and he's like, "Hi there." Oh, please. If anybody, if there's an animation of that, I want to see it. Okay, Miss.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so, just a reminder to those. I don't know which videos are gonna come out. I talk about it in one video, not the other. But I'm gonna be gone on a trip for a couple weeks, and then I will be hosting the live Q&A, which was the winner of the poll for the 5,000 subscriber special. So the live Q&A will be July 14th. It's a Saturday. I'm not sure exactly what time, but it's gonna be in the afternoon. I'm thinking about like 1 p.m. And maybe PB will stop by. I don't know. Do you want to stop by?
If I'm free.
Yeah, it's it. So last time it was fun to. I was just talking with you guys in chat. I think this time I'll try to find something to do, but it'll be fun. Mr. Bird is back. Say hi, Mr. Bird.
Cute.
Yeah. So, all right then. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. You don't want to say bye?
Oh, bye.